the next 5 years, Generation Z is going to be between the ages of 23 and 28. They follow the millennials, and it said nearly 80% of Generation Z plan on buying a property. Hello, Shane Willis, Pensacola real estate expert, bringing you today's episode. Look out for Generation Z. Look out for Generation Z. I was reading some articles over the weekend, and one came up. It talked about, and I'm scrolling on my phone because I'm talking about Generation Z. It talked about the next 5 years, Generation Z is going to be between the ages of 23 and 28. They follow the millennials, and it said nearly 80% of Generation Z plan on buying a property, plan on buying a home before the age of 30. So that's a little up from the millennials. Right now, we still have a huge millennial buying population. Generation Z is coming right behind that, okay? Basically, according to our most favorite source, Wikipedia, and for those listening to this, insert roll eyes now. Wikipedia defines Generation Z as typically between the 1990s and the mid-2000s. So between the mid-90s, 95, 96, to 2005, 2006, somewhere around there. Okay. Here's what it says. There was a study done. It said 55% want to own their home because they want to start a family. This is Generation Z people right now. So some of these guys are not even finished high school yet. 47% want to build wealth over time, and 33% want to make their family proud. That sounds about right. Although they're eager to buy, there are some challenges they perceive. 66% of them believe that saving for a down payment and closing costs will be challenging. That's true, but they don't know. There's a huge disparity thinking that you have to have 20% down and then you have to save for closing costs, which is not the case. 58% feel covering the monthly cost of owning may be difficult. A lot of them haven't looked at renting yet. The cost of renting, trust me, you're paying someone's mortgage, you're paying someone's bills, taxes, insurance, all those costs, you're paying it. It's just built into the rent. And 52% perceive a lack of knowledge about where to start. Now, one of the reasons I wanted to bring this up on today's podcast was because I also wanted to talk to the sellers. When Generation Z and millennials right now being a huge part of the buying population, you may want to look at renovations that target that market. Okay, you're not going to put out the older market if you put smart technology in a home, but you will attract the millennial market when you do. If you notice, I had a customer of mine, a friend of mine, that actually bought one of the new D.R. Horton places down there. It's like a block and a half or 2 blocks from Joe Patty's, the little townhomes. I forget the name of the subdivision. Anyways, I noticed that as soon as we walked in, the entire place was wired smart. This wasn't an upgrade. This was just normal. And why is that? Because that builder knows that those townhomes are probably going to attract a younger generation, a younger buyer. So they're making that upgrade, but they're not charging for the upgrade. So when I'm talking to sellers right now, if you're looking to put some upgrades, perhaps adding some smart technology to the house would help a lot, would go a long way. And it doesn't have to be expensive. I can't tell you how many people are impressed because there's a Ring doorbell on the front door. Oh, I can monitor the front door. Yay. All right. That's $100 on Amazon. That's it. All right. It's not much. But little stuff like that makes all the difference in the world to a millennial and a Generation Z. And the other thing, when you start to market, understand that these generations don't physically talk as much face-to-face. Instead, it's text. I can't tell you how many clients that will send me 100 texts versus 1 phone call. Okay, they just don't talk. But it's okay. I see it all the time. It's fine. I don't mind communicating that way. But understand, as a seller, you may have to. We get electronic signatures all the time on all our contracts, but that's how things are moving. That's how things are preferred. So make the selling of the home easier for that generation, and you'll probably get a little bit more for it. Anyways, that's all I got for you today. As always, if you've not subscribed to get the tips, tricks, graphs, infographics, get over to 5minutesinrealestate.com. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, make sure you're subscribed or you have liked the page. All right. Thanks for listening. Have a great Monday.